Hello again, Shannon Willits here, and today I want to talk with you about foam rolling. So the question is whether to foam roll or not to foam roll. So what we're learning about connective tissue or fascia is that it responds best to mechanical pressure, like hands-on manual therapy, where the therapist is actually manually moving your fascia with his or her hands. Science tells us that when an inappropriate level of pressure is sensed, a pain signal is sent to the brain. This tells you to stop the incoming pressure. Whether you stub your toe, roll on a hard foam roller, or something pinches you, whatever it is, the pain is signaling you to stop. So I don't know if you know, but pain is actually for us. Pain is the brain body's way of telling us that something is wrong and to stop. This makes sense, right? So the days of thinking we have to foam roll or iron out our tissues like a shirt are gone, and yay, good riddance. That freaking hurts. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people foam rolling their IT bands with lots of moaning and groaning and faces and grimacing, and I admit it, I've even done it, not much because I don't like pain. But the problem is that we've been taught that it has to hurt for it to work. So I'm happy to tell you that this isn't true. So what I've learned from studying the melt method is that foam rolling on a hard foam roller is actually counterproductive. The latest research on connective tissue tells us that when the tissue is traumatized, like with a hard foam roller, the effect is a rebound, resulting in more stiffness and more dehydration of the connective tissue. So when we move too deep or too fast or too aggressively with a hard foam roller, the body brain, it perceives this as an injury, and then a signal of protection is sent to contract the muscles in an effort to protect the joint. So when the pressure is too deep, fast, and hard, the result is actually more tension, not less. So in the example of the IT band, so if we think of this band, it's a very nerve-dense, fibrous band of tissue, of which the fibers of the pelvic muscles, the glutes, feed into. So when the IT band is short, it isn't tight and doesn't need to be foam rolled into submission. It's locked short in a neurological attempt to stabilize the pelvis. So if we're ironing the tissue on a hard foam roller and the body brain complies by releasing it, injury elsewhere in the body will likely result, and the most probable area, unfortunately, is the lower back. Terrible. So my mantra has always been less is more. And this applies to foam rolling. New science is telling us that gentle compression is the key to keeping the connective tissue hydrated and toned. So the question is there a way to foam roll without creating more tension? Yes, there is, and it's called the melt method and the 4 R's of melt: reconnect, rebalance, rehydrate, and release. So I hope that you found this helpful, and if you want to learn more about the 4 R's of melt, sign up for an intro class to the melt method. You'll find it on my website. Thanks so much for listening today. See you next time.